Welcome in, Huntsville, as we get rolling on another episode of Good Morning Huntsville. Happy New Year's Eve today, December the 31st. Crazy to think that this is the final lap around 2025, and thankful that you're here to hang out with us today. Hey, by the way, Kia and Alan Morris are here hanging out. It's Alan's birthday today, too, so happy birthday to Mr. Allen. He has a well-deserved day off today, so he works very hard for the state and a wonderful man, and so we wanted to jump right out of the gun and wish him a happy birthday. And also today, it's my mother's birthday, so happy birthday to my mom. I want to welcome all of you in today as we do get started. Taylor will be with us here in just a few moments. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville on a Wednesday, a wonderful Wednesday. Big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers from Elliott'sJewelers.com. Appreciate Elliott. You know, he supports so much of what we do. We're already going to start gearing up at the beginning of the year. We're launching Spirit Radio tonight. So make sure you tune in and be a part of that. We'll record it just in case, but we're going to launch that tonight. And I wanted to extend an invitation. We're not making this super public, but if you watch the show, you get a few perks. If you'd like to come up here to the church tonight, we'll be here probably from about 10:30-ish or so until 12:30. We're going to pray in the new year in the studio, so you're more than welcome to come and join us. We're not going to have a big hoopla, big party, nothing like that. Just kind of a little bit of a session, hanging out, and then we're going to start praying. We'll go live on the air as we officially launch Spirit 94.3. And so if you just want a relaxed place to come hang out for the new year and celebrate with good company, whether you're a member of First Baptist or not, we invite you. So come out tonight, again, probably about 10:30 or so. Come hang out with us here at the studio, and we're going to officially launch Spirit Radio tonight. I'm really excited about that as we ring in the brand new year. We are here. It's episode 659 times that we've had the privilege of coming into your ear and to your wherever you're at. Maybe we're into your ear this morning. Maybe we're right there in your face this morning on video. But we're so thankful to be able to bring you this show every morning as we highlight and update, give you updates and promote the positive of all the great things that are happening here throughout our community. We also want to inspire you and lift you up. Also, a huge thank you. We couldn't do this show, and they've been with us since almost day one. Our friends at Walker County, Walker County, boy, my mind is gone real quick. Walker County Federal Credit Union. I was thinking about, I had a dream last night that I was hanging out with a couple of the county commissioners for some reason. Bill Doggett usually watches the show. We appreciate you, Bill, at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union serving this area since 1957. But, hey, I wanted to have a special little intro. And so as I tell you good morning today, it's kind of a strange moment. Maybe this space that we find ourselves in this morning, because we're not quite done with the old year. There's still a few hours left, not fully stepped into the new one. And so this morning, maybe a pause, maybe a deep breath that you need to take. The quiet click of the calendar page is certainly about to turn, and 2025 is almost in the history books. And friends, this morning, before we rush ahead and before we tell ourselves that we're ready for what comes next, it might be worth asking what this year actually took from us and what maybe it quietly gave back. Because this past year did not arrive without a warning label. We talked about this yesterday. There was a lot of adversity in 2025. The year didn't ask permission. It showed up with bills, decisions, disappointments, long nights, early mornings, loss of life. A lot of friends lost family members. As we also knew about the tragic flooding that happened there in July in the Texas Hill Country. Maybe questions this past year that didn't come with easy answers. And some of you who are watching or listening right now thought that this year maybe would look a lot different than it's turned out to be. You had plans, you had timeliness. There's things that you wanted to get done. Maybe you had expectations that at the time made sense. And then, of course, what happened? Life happened. Doors closed that you were certain would open. Some paths in your life. Maybe the road shifted. People changed, as they do. Circumstances forced adjustments that maybe you had never planned on. Somewhere along the way, you also learn that strength is not always loud and progress does not always look like forward motion. And sometimes progress maybe looks like endurance. Sometimes success looks like simply refusing to quit. There were days this year when getting out of bed felt like an accomplishment. It was a challenge. days when faith felt thinner than doubt. We've all been there. There were days this year when you carried responsibilities that no one else could see and few would ever understand. They can't put themselves in your shoes. And yet, friends, here you are. Here you are. Not because things were easy, not because you had it all figured out, because none of us do, but because something inside of you decided, you know what, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. And I want you to know this morning that that matters more than we often realize. We live in a culture nowadays that celebrates the highlight reel, the social media feeds, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. And sometimes it skips past the struggle. But life isn't built in highlight moments. No, that's all Hollywood. It's built in ordinary days, repeated choices, and really in quiet perseverance. 2025 may have not ended the way that you wanted, but it may have been the year that shaped you in ways that you will not fully understand until much later. Because sometimes the year that feels like a setback is actually a setup for something greater. Sometimes a season that feels wasted is doing important work on the unseen and the underground. I'm reminded that roots grow in darkness long before they appear in the light. The fruit doesn't come until the light comes. And now, as I talk, we stand on the edge of a new year. And here's the truth. 2026 isn't going to be a magic wand that's going to fix everything. It's not going to erase your pain. It's not going to undo any loss or guarantee any smooth roads ahead that you're going to travel. But I'm going to say this, it does offer something powerful. This year offers another chance, a new chance. Another opportunity to choose how you respond. And listen to that, to choose how you respond, how you believe and how you live. And not a chance to reinvent yourself into someone else, but a chance maybe to come more fully who you were created to be. And maybe the challenge this morning is not to ask what the new year is going to bring, but what are you willing to bring to it? Think about that this morning. Will you bring fear from the past or wisdom learned through it? Will you bring regret or will you bring resolve? Will you bring this new year exhaustion alone by yourself, or will you finally allow hope to walk beside it? Because the future is shaped less by what happens to us and more by how we meet it. The people who move forward are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who decide that struggle will not have the final word. And so maybe this morning, if you're listening to this, you're carrying some disappointment. I want you to hear this very, very clearly. That's why I'm talking about it. You are not behind. Friend, you are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are still becoming. And becoming takes time. It takes patience. It takes trust when the next step is not fully visible. The challenge of a new year is not to be perfect. We've all heard this word, but to be intentional. To show up when it would be easier to withdraw. To believe when cynicism would be more comfortable. To choose courage even when certainty is nowhere to be found. And because meaningful lives, they're not built on guarantees. They're built on faithfulness or showing up or doing the right thing even when the whole picture is unclear. And so, friend, as this year comes to a close, I want you to do this. I want you to take a moment. Acknowledge what was hard, because we can't just throw it out, but give yourself credit for what you carried. Learn from what maybe didn't work in 2025, and then when the calendar turns, step forward with that quiet confidence that we talked about. Not loud promises. Don't make unrealistic resolutions, but a steady commitment to keep moving, keep believing, and keep becoming. Friend, I want to remind you, this is a new morning. A new year is on the horizon, and whatever lies ahead, do not walk into it empty-handed. You walk into it stronger than you were before. And finally, I'm going to say this. Maybe this is the year that you need to put the Lord first. Do that this morning. Make that commitment. If out of all the resolutions that you can think of, the number one thing should be, you know what, I'm going to put the Lord first every single day in 2026. And it should be from this moment on for the rest of your life. And it doesn't mean that things are going to get easier. It doesn't mean the year is going to suddenly turn around. Like I said earlier, it's not a magic wand, but I will tell you this, that by faith, you'll be able to get through whatever struggles you're going through. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean that bad things are going to come your way, because we live in a world that is dominated by the enemy. That's biblical. But what it does mean is that we can put our full hope and trust and faith in the one who created us. And friends, that's what 2026 should be about. We don't know what lies ahead. We don't even know if today's our last day on this earth. But one thing is certain, that there is a heaven and there is a hell. And the only way is through a relationship with Jesus Christ, to be in heaven, to live in paradise one day after this earth. And one way to see our loved ones again for those that believe. And so make 2026 a commitment that you put the Lord first. Start this morning in prayer on your knees. Make a commitment to prayer and just watch what the Lord will do. And when that adversity comes your way, you're not going to see it right away, but I guarantee this, you're going to look back on it and you're going to say, you know what, the Lord carried me through that because I remained in faith. Hey, I wanted to open with that this morning. Let us know how your 2025 was. We're going to talk about this past year and reflect on it, and then we'll look ahead to all the great things that are on the horizon for 2026. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's your show. It is December the 31st as we wrap up 2025. We'll be right back here on Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
Back at it as we continue on. You know what it takes? I'm going to talk about this new year too. We just talked about it takes commitment and showing up even when you don't have to.
Accountability.
But showing up even when you don't have to. Man, somebody's already listening this morning, and they felt so guilty about showing up even when that she showed up even when she didn't have. Look, the camera went right to her. Taylor.
Oh, no.
Taylor just showed up even when she didn't have to this morning. Welcome.
Hey, that is the Walker County Federal Credit Union way.
I got a message last night from your boss. Oh, look at that. Man, that camera like zoomed. What's going on? Did you see that?
I'm looking so pretty today.
Why did that camera zoom in so much? Look at that.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. There we go. Live video.
Like, way to tell me I have a booger.
So I got a message from your boss yesterday that I didn't even think to call. I should have messaged you or let you know. But
why would you?
She said, hey, we're not going to be there tomorrow. She said, Taylor's on vacation. See, she was looking out for you.
She was. That is.
She said, Taylor's on vacation, and Toy said, we got a lot of end-of-year stuff going on. And so
we're so busy right now.
Well, I said, I'm still going to do the show, so don't worry, and I'll still mention y'all. And then I get a message from Taylor saying, like, hey, are we on tomorrow? I was like,
yeah, at 11:30 last night. Sorry, I don't know why.
I was asleep. I was passed
well, because
out.
you're like, I never sleep. And I was like, oh, he'll text me at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I saw my Facebook messages this morning from you, and it said, hey, are we doing the show tomorrow? I said, yeah.
Yeah, we are. Of course I want to be here. It's the last day of the year.
That's it. So the whole monologue, the opening monologue of show up even when you don't have to, boom, there you go.
Boom. We're not just talking about it. We're doing it.
Being about it.
About it.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
About it.
Well, last week, Taylor wasn't here because I wasn't here.
Was that last week?
Yeah, it was last week. Man, it was a crazy mess the last 2 weeks. Both of my children were sick. I got sick again. Chris Brown, jump around if you're watching. He tells me, Rob, you're sick all the time. I know.
You have been sick all the time. It's because you live with 2 germs.
I guess. I don't know.
We love our germs, but...
And everyone, do you take vitamins? Yes, I take some things. I mean, I don't take everything, but it's just part of life.
Yeah, people get sick. So
I started looking through our family history. Mom, I love you. It's not your fault.
It's kind of your fault.
But our family on that side has weak immune system. Everyone is always sick. Always.
Aww.
So I think it's just genetically.
Genetically, you're just a sick boy.
The good news is they all live to be long. So is that right, Grammar?
Live long,
live to be long. They live long.
They live long.
So here's a question this morning. Would you take having minor sickness like little congestion, runny nose every single day, fevers once a month?
Yes. Wherever this is going.
Would you take that over, would you take that and live to be 90 over being perfectly healthy and living to be maybe 80 and feeling great every day?
I said yes very confidently. I don't know.
I would take the minor sickness and live to be 90 if it would give me 10 more years.
I don't know.
Well,
figure
that one out.
I got a little while. Yeah. Not much, but I got a little while. So, on top of being sick is we don't have sickness at my house. We have injuries. So, redid my daughter's room. Success. For those that were curious, the room change, huge success.
Did you get the bed sold?
Got the bed. Chris Brown jump around.
No way. Sweet. Okay.
Small world. Yeah, it sold super fast. Super thank you, Chris. But got the room changed, got it painted. It was a huge success. Well, I don't know if it's just my child. She puts things under stuff. Mm-hmm. So there was things and stuff and crevices. And I was like, we're not going to deal with this right now. So her closet was granted, it was here.
Hold on. Let me zoom out. There.
It was like here worth of stuff just piled in her closet from every time she had cleaned her room. So I had to go
So
through
you're
it
up to your ears and alligators and stuff.
and stuff.
Is that the right phrase, Kia? Up to your ears and alligators? Did I get that one right? I've never heard of that. She said never heard of it.
Sounds very northern.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay.
See you later, alligator.
Continue on.
Yeah.
All right, continue on.
Well, I'm cleaning out her closet, and she's helping me. So what that means is she found roller skates in her closet, and she was roller skating outside, right? Well, then she comes in, and she's like, like her face is white. Keep in mind, it is so cold outside, so I'm just thinking she's cold. She goes, I fell. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, no.
She fractured her wrist. I'm like, bro, can we stop getting hurt? So if you see my kid with a little wrist brace on, she is fine-ish.
It wasn't from mom like jerking her hand too hard. Just full disclosure.
No, that's her shoulder.
Yeah.
No, but it's like I didn't even realize how fragile the wrist is. And I am not the mom that's like I don't baby my child. I'm like, suck it up, buttercup. So I'm like, it's fine. Well, a little bit later, I like see it and I'm like, why is her hand purple? So she calls her dad because her dad's the good parent. And she's like, I think I need to go to the doctor. And I'm like, Maybe we go to the doctor. Maybe we were onto something. So mom and dad both went to the doctor. Techspress, phenomenal, in and out, urgent care, plug. Those are my good friends. But yeah, we had a fractured wrist, all because she didn't help me clean her room and she roller skated outside.
Nice. Not nice at all. Not
No,
nice.
But she's constantly getting little injuries. Every time there's a break. Over the summer, she had like 15 stitches in her knee, first day of summer. She actually changed my screensaver on my phone of whenever she fell and got stitches on her forehead.
She has a big pink Band-Aid. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. I'll tell you, children are the greatest blessing in life, and it's challenging. It's 100,000% challenging, but I wouldn't want any other challenge. I mean, it's the best challenge that you could ever have in life, and I'm at this season to where I just absolutely love, like my son, I love both of them equally, all right? But I love the fact that my daughter has her own big bed and she can get out of it and open the door and do all those things instead of screaming and crying and making us go out and get her. Caden has not mastered the art of crawling out of his crib yet. Braylon mastered that when she was 2 years old, but she couldn't reach the door. Well, now she's old enough at 4 where she can get out of her bed and open the door. And one of the greatest joys that I have, and I don't know if my wife would agree with this, but one of the greatest joys that I have right now with my children is at 3 in the morning when I hear the door open in our bedroom and I see this little head of hair bouncing at the end of the bed, comes around to my side and then crawls into bed with us. It's just the greatest thing.
That makes me happy.
I love that. And all I see is this little blonde hair just bouncing around at the end of the bed. And then she'll come in and she goes, Daddy. And then she just cuddles up with me and we go back to sleep. And that's my favorite. And I wish my son would do it. But what does he do?
Because he also wants to be with you.
And we have to get, well, no, he wants mama. And we have, but here's the thing. We still have a baby monitor in his room. Mm-hmm. And
does he talk to you through it?
No. But here's what he does. When he cries, who's he crying for? Daddy, Daddy. But then as soon as I get him, he wants mama. So as soon as I get him and put him in the bed, what does he do? He sneaks over to mama, and then Daddy's left alone. So I wouldn't trade that. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish these kids. But then you think about it, and I was like, this ain't going to be happening all of their life.
Oh, no.
And so I need to enjoy it now.
I don't know. So I'm still a cuddly. It's funny. So I think we've talked about this. I don't like being touched. I don't like people being around me and like in my bubble.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
That's why these are strategically placed the way they are. But when it comes to like my people, I'm like, you're being so weird now. I'm sorry that I told you my honest
trying to move
truth.
way over. Kia, you want to slide in here? But no, then we'll be close to people. So never mind.
So, but like when it comes to like my people, like Lainey, I love cuddling with her. I love cuddling with like my best friend who is also don't touch me. And I'm always like, just cuddle. And she's like, no. But my dad was sitting on the couch the other day and I like cuddled up to him and he goes,
Wait, you're who?
My best friend?
No, but you said you're who? It came out like Fargo. She said, my dad.
My dad?
Did you hear that? It sounded like Fargo. Oh, you betcha, my dad.
I was like, my daddy. But he was sitting on the couch and I like cuddled up to him and he was so happy. He was like, yes. And I was like, man, I need to make time to cuddle with that man more.
Yep.
Because I don't even know the last time I cuddled. But really what started it is because I'm apparently not an adult like I think I'm an adult. Is my daughter was laying on the couch playing on her tablet, and I have a video of it. And he's rubbing her feet. So she's like laying across the couch with her feet up, and he's like rubbing her feet. And I was like, can't have that.
No.
That's my dad.
I've taught my daughter to scratch and my son to scratch my back, and it's the greatest thing ever. But they only do it for like 2 seconds. I'm like, come on, guys. So what we did is we turned it into a game.
Who can scratch your back longer?
No, it's a game of drawing on Daddy's back.
Ooh.
And so Braylon will go, a circle, a triangle, and then Caden does it. And then it's like a competition, so it lasts for like 5 minutes.
Ooh. I think that's a Bluey episode.
Might be, maybe so. Okay, well then that makes sense because they watch that show.
I'm a big fan of the Bluey. But my favorite thing with Lainey right now is she makes me coffee in the morning. It's hit or miss if it's good coffee. But like she will wake me up with coffee because she's fully functioning. She makes breakfast. She's a good
fully functional
she's
child.
Fully functional. She feeds herself. She goes out by herself. She's even so well behaved that she lets my dogs out in the morning. So
Wow.
I don't have to. She is phenomenal. But then she's like started making me coffee because she knows the urgency of which I will get up for coffee versus, Mom, will you get up? No. And then she's like, Mom, I made you coffee. That will get me out of bed.
The coolest gift ever, like worldly gift that you could get for your child.
Wait, I got her. Go down.
Hold on. Let me just show this on the screen so people can see what's going on first, okay? So
Okay.
I'm on Amazon right now. You can probably, the people should be able to see this. They do. It looks kind of weird. Hold
I
on.
just took you out.
There we go. Okay, so we're looking at Amazon. All right. What, you had one of these?
Well, I got Lainey this one, but it was the Mercedes.
Oh, my goodness. I knew
So
it.
we had matching Mercedes.
I knew it. Look at that. Look.
I know.
I
But
got
my-
that. This is for the bourbons and the Cadillacs. Kia knows that song. See, Kia, that was her
She doesn't
jam.
know that song.
Alan's like,
looking at you
my
like-
wife does not know that song.
Don't put that on her. But yeah, I got us matching Mercedes for Christmas, and guess how long it lasted?
Not long.
No. But it had a remote control, so it was like a remote control. Oh,
Wait,
that's it.
Matching Mercedes.
That one.
You got one too?
Well, like a grown-up version.
Oh, okay.
Like one that costs a little bit more.
I had a C300 and I got rid of that thing. It was a money pit.
Yeah. 10 out of 10, don't recommend.
No, do not. And they butter you up at the dealership. You know, the oil changes are like, and you have to go to the dealership
Mm-hmm.
to get the oil change. And they're like $500. But here's the thing. You don't need to get an oil change, but like
And they wash your car for you.
and they give you a brand new demo car to drive around. So it's like, and when you go in to get stuff, it's not just your basic, like, oh, here's a cup of water. I mean, they got
they have vending machine, not like free vending machines.
free vending machines, muffins, cake. I mean, the whole, so
It's an experience.
yeah, it's an experience. And in mine, I didn't have to get an oil change, but like every 15 to 20,000 miles.
Oh, so that was like hardly ever for you.
So I was like, that's really, if you factor it all in, it's really not that bad.
But that's how they get you.
But that's how they get you,
So
yeah.
I got my car, and I had sold my car before, went in, and we were talking rates and everything. See, I should have just started at the credit union, but I didn't, even though I had used to work there. I went, looked at a car, and they were telling me one rate, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you have no buyer's history. So even though I had a phenomenal credit score, they tried to have 16%. And I was like,
Off.
whoa. Call the credit union. I think at that time I was at a 2.9.
Wow.
We're not doing those rates anymore. That just tells you how long ago I owned that car.
All right, I want to show this real quick. The color's not showing up right. My daughter got a pink one of these. It is the coolest little car ever. It's called this wiggle car, all right? She got one and Caden got one. And it's so cool because you remember the scooters when you were a kid and you move them left and right and they go forward? Did you ever have one of those?
No, I had a regular scooter.
Well, you didn't have the cool one.
Kick-kin.
Didn't have the cool one then. Because there were these ones at a triangle seat and no, it was your feet and you moved your feet left and right and they would go forward because of the physics of moving left and right. Somehow it was really fun actually. Well, now
No.
they've came out with an electric version of that.
But where do your feet go?
You put your feet and you hit that little gas pedal and you can still wiggle it. That thing, Braylon has already used that thing enough to suffice a full year. It stays on all the time. And then the only time we charge it is when she goes to sleep at night. That thing is small enough that she can actually get it up to full speed throughout. And we don't have a big house, but she can get it going from the front door around the living room into the kitchen, and she just goes back and forth all day on it. And I'm like, you know what? This is great. She's having fun.
We love fun.
And she took it out on the road, and I put a little helmet on her, and she loves it. She'll floor it. It goes 4 miles an hour on the road. And she's
150 pounds. She could sit on that thing forever.
Yeah, up to 150 pounds. Yeah, ages 3 and up. Caden does not like his. He does not like to turn it on. Mm-hmm. So he just does
loud?
it. No, it's not loud at all. But he does it manually.
Oh no.
Yeah, he doesn't.
The good old fashioned way.
Yeah,
my
he's
scooters.
old school.
I still have scooter scars from my little ankle hits.
See, Google's not that smart because I told it.
Pink.
Oh, I typed in pink. My little girl comes up. Look at that. As a baby. Anyways, I don't know why that's not coming up. I wanted to show the video. I put it on social media, but Braylon was just chilling and cruising in that little thing. Oh, you know what? Let me show these real quick. Just real quick. We were cruising around the neighborhood. All right. Mm-hmm. You ever drive through Elkins at Christmas?
No.
Beautiful.
Well,
it's so beautiful at Christmas time.
Kind of. So
Why does
my
he keep doing that? Hold on
ex-husband's neighbor won one of the car awards, one of the neighborhood decoration awards.
Kind of overkill. Just they need to chill out. Okay?
No, he does a really good job. I don't have to live next to it, so I don't care.
Have you ever watched Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito and what's
the other guy?
Yeah, what's that guy's?
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
Anyways, good movie. Really good movie. We watched it. It was like Danny DeVito. He moves in and he wants his house to be seen from space at Christmas. It's a good movie. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
But we went cruising around. Check out the lights this year. It was fun. We went and I took pictures of all the lights. Look at that one. It's like a neon little Santa out there.
I bet he was waving, wasn't it?
Oh. This person actually had Santa in the window, one of those projectors going.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was kind of cool. This one, I don't know. I just wanted to show these. It was really cool. Hey, that's Mr. Cooter's house. Cooter Roberson, the voice of Huntsville.
Why are you doxing people?
I'm not. That's his name.
No, but I mean, like, that's his house.
I know. It's beautiful.
Isn't that? I don't actually know what doxing is. I thought that was where we told people where they live. I don't know. I'm not an internet.
No one knows. There's no address on here. No one's going to know what that is.
It's in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But look how nice that is.
I love a good, clean outline.
Yeah, isn't
that awesome? And I bet he didn't even put tape on his.
No, probably not. This was the one that won, but I was like, what's the big deal? Well, that reindeer was like 20 feet tall. And then in their window, they had a whole Christmas scene set up.
I love that house. I've always loved that house.
I thought it was like a doctor's house. I was like, is that a doctor's office?
In the middle of Elkins.
I was like, cool. I went and knocked on the door. Oh, I got pain in my elbow. They said, we can't help you.
Aw. This
one was really nice. They had this one all fixed up. This was cool. I love that.
Ooh.
How they did the...
And it projected back?
Yeah, the nativity scene, and they did it projected. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. They had that. Just different ones. I just drove around taking pictures while we were cruising.
So next year, your house is going to be all out like these houses.
No. Mm-mm.
I think it should be.
My daughter was mad because this was the first year that my house was actually less than what it normally is. Too much effort on all that.
To Spirit Radio. Yes, dude.
Too much
Sync
effort.
It. Who cares? You got nothing but time.
We were chilling. Look at my little boy. He's just happy, hanging out with Daddy.
I love that you just tuned me out.
I
you
know.
really are a dad. Nope. Don't hear this.
No. Look at my little boy. He kind of looks like Daddy. Look at that little guy. Hey, little buddy. Hello, little feller.
He's like, I like that one.
That's my little boy right there, man.
I colored Lainey's hair, so her hair is brown now, and now she looks like me.
There you go.
I know. I was tired of carrying around a little blonde child.
Braylon, we were at HEB, and she goes, Dad, can we get the bear? I said, no, sweetheart. I said, we can't, because the bear was $70.
I was like, I knew how much that bear was. We saw the Amazon game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I Googled the bear. The bear normally sells for about $170.
So you saved money buying the bear.
Saved $100 buying the bear.
That was girl math.
I said, Braylon, maybe Santa will bring it to you. Because I didn't get her a whole lot. Didn't have the money to, but she had a great Christmas. It's not about that, but she had a great Christmas. And so I went back to HEB, got the bear. We hid it. Oof. And when she got it, I feel my mom's pain because I know what it's like now to stay up till 3 a.m. putting together presents.
Me and that vanity, man.
And then that milk had been sitting out, so she went to bed, and I could have just thrown it out, but I don't like to throw away milk because milk's expensive. It's like liquid gold now.
Bro.
So I drank the milk.
Room temperature milk.
Ate 8 cookies that we had baked.
You have to eat the cookies.
I was Martha Stewart in this Christmas, man. I was like, Bridget, I went to HEB. I was like, we're getting the Toll House. We're going to bake those cookies. We're getting the little Santa plate. I mean, we went all out. We got the Santa plate.
Well, they're at a golden age to appreciate it. So
she slept on that thing, too.
We went to Tractor Supply to pick up dog bones for my little bougie kids. And Lainey fell in love with, like, this little stuffed cat. And, like, we go to leave because, of course, they put all the toys by the register. Way to go. Very smart, Tractor Supply. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we're not getting a stuffed animal. You know, lost your mind. You're 10 years old. Well, when I redid her room, I bought the stuffed animal and put him in her room. And that was like the best part of her whole room was the stuffed animal. And I'm like, wow, wish I would have known that before I spent 17 hours putting together a vanity.
There's little Braylon on her scooter, all 4 miles an hour of it. Look,
I love the noise that these make.
Yeah, look at that. she's just chilling, man.
Living her best life.
Oh, it was good. And then our neighbor, we have such wonderful neighbors. She came out. I won't show anymore, but it was really cool. So, how was your Christmas? What did you guys do? Enough about mine.
Oh, I love hearing it. We had a good Christmas. We went over to my dad's and my mom's, and we had, what did we do? Oh, she's going to be so upset. So my mom did a new turkey recipe.
Hey, Kia, can you bring me a napkin real quick, please? Keep talking.
I'm like, oh my gosh, are you in trouble?
I just spilled coffee.
God, you're such a child.
Thank you, Kia.
We opened presents. So we went to the University Heights Christmas Eve, and that was lovely. Great. I love singing. Like, even though I'm not good at it, like, I love it.
Can we get a demo real quick?
Oh, no.
Oh, holy night,
yeah, mine
the
doesn't sound like
stars were brightly shining. That's how I sing.
That was really lovely, though.
No, it was horrible.
The vibrato was on it. And we went and checked out the Raven. Guys, if y'all have not been to the Raven,
and
it
affordable.
Is so,
and affordable. It's not high priced.
Good. It's so good.
Yes.
Their lasagna. So I went with, Christmas Eve. Everybody but me got lasagna. And so it looked like we had just gone to Stouffer's but the portions are huge.
Yes. And it's not bad price, right?
It's not bad price. They got us in and out quick. Just the service is on top of it. Big fan of the Raven right now. But I let my daughter, but our Christmas, like you said, I feel like I spent the same amount I always spend, but it wasn't quantity.
It was quality.
It was quality. But you looked at my tree this year and it was like a sad tree. Oh my gosh, I forgot. My mom got me a present for you.
For me?
For you.
What?
Yes, and I left it. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
No, absolutely not.
Well, it's not wrapped.
Oh, okay.
It was a present for us.
What is it?
Teeth.
For the show?
Yeah,
teeth?
It was teeth.
For what?
It was my baby teeth. She finally gave it back. Do you remember a few...
Wait. Why would she bring me your baby teeth?
Because we talked about how creepy it is that parents have their teeth. And she was like so excited to give this to me. And she was like, he's going to love it. I was like, I don't think he's going to remember. But you don't remember.
Yes, I remember talking about the teeth.
But my mom, obviously, shout out. She said she watches every Wednesday. She's supposed to start liking and commenting and sharing because I'm like, it's creepy you watch and don't engage.
So are we supposed to put them on like fishing wire and like hang them up behind us and stuff?
Put them on a necklace.
Hey, were your teeth, were they like hillbilly teeth?
No, they're beautiful porcelain teeth.
Like one you pop in. Hey, guys.
No, but they were, and I was like, well, when I opened it, I was like, oh, thanks. And she was like, you remember? Oh. And I'm like, okay, it comes with a story. It's not just a thing of
I
teeth.
actually got excited. I thought it was going to be like this cool,
teeth.
Like, what's that? What's those coolers that you get now? The
Yeti?
Arctic. I thought it was no, the Yeti's that's too bougie. It needs to be Arctic because Arctic's a little bit. Arctic even went up in a price now.
Everything is expensive. So you're not excited about the teeth? Because think about it.
Sorry to your mom. I mean, it's a great gesture, but
she was like, "Look, I listen." I'm like, "Bleh."
Well, speaking of mothers, I have a special call to make. It's a very special call, and we're going to see if I get shunned.
Can we sing?
My mom's very shy.
Oh, so don't sing to her.
Mother.
She's intentionally ignoring you.
Mother, please answer. Please.
Hello.
Hello. You are live on the show. I believe this is my mother.
Happy birthday,
No,
Mother.
I'm not. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Mama, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to my mother. Happy birthday to you. And many
Well,
more.
thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Meemaw. We love you, Mom.
Aw.
You know, Dad called the show one time, and now you're on the show. So happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
Appreciate that.
All righty. Well,
She's
hey,
like, this is enough.
my poor mother just woke up. Mom, real quick before you go, what is your favorite thing about your favorite son? Which would be me. What's your favorite thing about your favorite son?
My favorite thing about you?
About you, not favorite son.
Yeah. All right, Mom, I'll let you go. You sound busy.
All
She's
right,
watching
thank you
us.
so much.
Well, comment in what your favorite thing is, okay? All right, love you, Mom. Bye-bye.
Love you, too. Thank you so much. Love y'all.
Bye.
You may have been booted from the favorite son. I like that she specified. You were like, your favorite son. She's like, my favorite thing about you.
My dad called the show one time, and he's like, I'm on. I said, Dad, no, he texted in to win, and I didn't recognize his number. And so the randomizer picked him, and I was like, Dad, why did you text in? He goes, well, I love you, boy. And I said, well, I don't have any. He goes, well, I know. I just wanted to text in. And so I actually have, and you know what's neat about that? I have that recording of my dad, and I go back and listen to it once in a while to be reminded of my dad.
Oh, on the TikTok. You know, I'm a big TikTok.
My dad was
scroller.
on TikTok, too.
This lady had AI has its evils, but it really does have genuine good things.
Yeah, it does. I use it all
Well,
the time.
they had used a voicemail to create the mother saying, I love you. Okay? And they put it in a bear, and she gave it to her dad of his mom. It takes nothing for me to cry, but this was like a stoic older gentleman, and like seeing like the tears in his eyes, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna ugly cry, because he like opened this present and he was like, you got me a stuffed bear, and she's like, push his hand. Oh man, my little Grinch heart. I love it.
Keep talking, Taylor. Keep
I'm
on.
not-
I'm listening. Keep going. I need you to fill me
I'm
in. I need you to fill the space real quick. All right, I'm
So-
pulling up something.
New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I like having you on. You can just keep going.
I
Go
love
ahead.
talking. Okay, so New Year's resolutions. I am so excited about the gym being full. And I have seen jokes about this already of, ew, new year, new me. No, dude, how freaking cool is it that we're going to have
Calm
a
down.
plethora. You shush, you do your job right now.
Plethora.
Plethora
All right.
of people joining a gym to better themselves. Like, we're talking about accountability. We're talking about good things. Like, how cool is it? Yes, most will fade out. But how many people have good intentions to improve themselves for whatever reason for the new year?
Yeah.
And I get so tired, and maybe it's because I've been a gym rat for like maybe 3 months, and so maybe I'm just like an
But
amateur.
hey, kudos, by the way.
Thank you.
Because it takes commitment to do that.
It does. Well, we'll circle back to that. So I think it's just awesome that these people are committing, but who cares? Who cares if you have to wait an extra 2 minutes of rest while this other person struggles? Like, let people struggle. You get better from struggles. Yeah. You do. Like, you need that struggle to push yourself and better yourself, because, you know, I'm not huge on physical, like, well-being. I'm trying to get better. But, like, if you want spiritually to be strong, physically to be strong, financially to be strong, like, you've got to go through things you got to embrace the suck.
ORU talks about this. You know, I'm taking classes. I may I took off this semester, and I may just like indefinitely pause. I'm not really a fan of like giving up on that, but I just think right now it's too much, to be honest. And so I may
You do have a lot going on.
I may indefinitely pause my ORU stuff. Not because anything bad. I just think I've been praying about it, and I just kind of feel like maybe I need to take a chill pill for a minute. Because I don't want to ever pastor a church. Like, I don't think that that's in my wheelhouse. I've had people tell me over the years, like, you should look into one day pastoring a church somewhere. I love what we do here at First. I told Jason, I was like, man, if you just need me to like push a volume meter for you, I'll do whatever you need, man.
Right.
That guy is so anointed. I'm so thankful to be
you have
here.
like a ministry of people
But here,
to an extent.
But here's what I'm getting at. Like, I feel like the Lord is calling me to do evangelism, like in other areas once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be like a full-on pastor. But Joshua Harris and I were talking about this, and I would love once a quarter or twice a year to go into other communities and hold like a community prayer night. It's been on my heart, like just to show up at a courthouse lawn or call churches in advance and try to start praying and seeking communities that really need revival and come in with my friend Josh, because his testimony is just unbelievable, and together evangelize in those communities. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's kind of like my calling in ministry, obviously being here at the church and bringing people here to First, and not just here, but all over the community. I don't care. I just want to see people in the house of the Lord on Sunday. I don't care if it's here or wherever. Just go to church.
And it's interesting to me that you're like, just this small thing, but God doesn't just use big main character energy for these people. Like, he needed 100. Like,
he came for the one. You think about the parable of the 99 sheep, and one went astray. He came for that one.
So it doesn't matter how little you feel like your impact is you don't know what you are impacting further down the road.
You hear a lot of ministers, and there's nothing wrong with this, and it's great, it's awesome, but they'll talk about, a friend of mine's a pastor in Seguin, love him to death, had him do our prayer when I opened up our Round Rock store, and he was just talking about how they celebrated, like, they had 29 people this past Sunday saved at their church. 29.
That's
did
amazing.
Like 20 baptisms and had 29 people accept Christ in this little church there in Seguin. And
that was a whole population.
And I'm thinking, like, man, I've been doing ministry for a long time, and I can't ever think about, like, have I ever led someone all the way through? And I started thinking the other day, someone had called me and said, there was something you said that you never know where your seeds are going to be planted. Mm-hmm. And someone had called me and said, you had mentioned this to so-and-so, and he came to Christ through that. And I was like, that was my whole, and it's not about me, but let me say this.
Push people into religion.
And it's not about me, and I want to be very clear about this, because there may be somebody else out there. I know this is a whole different tangent. But if you spend your whole life and that was the one person that the Lord called you to bring to him, then it's worth it. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 1,000 or 1,000,000. The Lord came for the one. And some of us are called maybe just to lead one person, and other people are called to lead hundreds or thousands, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. So don't feel like you're being inadequate. And this is not just spiritually, but even in the life of people. If you feel like, man, I haven't made a big difference, but if you've made a difference in one person, that's something to be really, really proud of.
Well, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I do. So I love that somebody said this to me the other day, and I can't remember who it was. Mary, Christmas, talking about Jesus' mom. Mary was such a pivotal person in the Bible, so important.
Mary, did you know?
You don't even know her last name.
Mary, did you know?
She's not even given a last name.
Sandoval. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
I was like, well, that theory's gone. But you know what I mean? Like, her I hate you so much. I'm doing my best.
Sounds like a cool last name. Mary Sandoval. Anyway.
So, on Zootopia. I went and saw Zootopia 2 yesterday, Squirrel. And the snake in it, his name is Gary the Snake. And he's like, well, what's your last name? He's like, the Snake. And I thought that was so funny. I don't know if anybody has seen that yet. Definitely recommend taking your kids. It's a good little knee slapper with a lot of parent jokes and a lot of cult classic things thrown in that you're like, oh, well, I remember that, and I remember that the kids aren't going to get, but you get. I enjoyed it. But again, go to church. Come into the credit union. Let's get your stuff fixed. Let's get your finances fixed. Show up to the gym. Make that investment. And I say investment not so much financially on these things, but your time. Your time is your biggest asset. Nope, this one. Okay.
Wait. Look at that one real quick. Look at that camera. Okay, now look at the other one. Yeah, it's that one.
I'm like,
I did the show by myself one day, and the whole time I'm talking to the side of the screen because I thought it was that camera and it was that one.
It's tricky. But invest your time. Your time is your biggest asset. You're not going to get more of it. Invest and be accountable with yourself. Show up for yourself. And, that doesn't mean that you need to be a fitness guru and be ripped.
Yeah, like a fitness guru / training dog / that kind.
Hoity-toity bougie girl. You don't have to be cool like me. But I even hate saying that. Like, I'm immediately embarrassed. But no, like, that is just something that I have had heavy on my heart where I wanted to be, I hate to be like relationship, but like, in order to have the husband that I want, I decided that I needed to be a wife deserving of a husband like that. And so it has nothing to do, I'm not going to say it has nothing to do, it has little to do with looks as much as it has to do with, I want somebody who takes care of themselves in all aspects in life. And I feel like it kind of filters down to going to the gym. But I am the worst because I was raised by the best when it comes to dating. I refuse to open doors. I refuse to initiate, dates and stuff. Nope. Mm-mm.
You have a fly swatter?
I am brutal. And, I used to be super kind, but I think, people don't get better with subtlety. Subtlety is not an art that people understand anymore. And so when I try to nicely reject people, I am like, no, because of this. So in the future, they can do better. Like, I am waiting for the day. Luckily, I'm very vocal about my standards because I'm like, I'm not opening a door.
Yeah, it's on a billboard. It's coming to I-45. They're
yeah.
out of town. You're going to see it. Taylor is looking
Will not
for
open
this.
a door.
Will not open a door.
I am not actively looking, but I am. When God puts the right man, I would like to think I will notice him.
Well, I'll tell you this.
But I'm also so big on my peace right now that I'm like, anytime I'm like, don't.
I always say this, and it's easy, once you're married and you see these things, and it's easier to tell someone something else. But I'm not a counselor, but I've learned one thing, that faith has to be the number one component.
Yes.
It really does. And Bridget and I have hit some, we've had some laws in our marriage. It's not easy. Marriage, that. Everyone knows that. Marriage is not an easy thing. But I will say this, that faith is the one thing that's carried us through. And in the season of things that's really difficult, I'm reminded of we need to get back to prayer. We need to get back to doing these things. And
you can tell when things get off course.
And I'm telling you, it deflects. If you get in the middle of an argument, and I'm the worst about this, to where I'll be upset about, and you ask my wife, I'm terrible about this. I don't like confrontation, none of that stuff. And I just kind of shut down. But I've realized in the moment that if I can have self-control and pause and say, we need to pray about this, all of a sudden all that's deflected. And the prayer is the faith, having faith that the Lord is going to take you through. And so I always encourage anybody, even you, Taylor, anybody, and I'm not saying you don't, but I'm encouraging this to anybody, the number one thing in any relationship over everything, over how you feel about somebody or what you think of them, and this, it has to be faith. You have to have that because that is the standard, I believe, biblically, is that relationship with the Lord. It doesn't mean you got to be a holy roller and how great thou art, but you need to put faith number one, and that faith is in Christ and that he will carry you through. And if you do that, then the cycle, and I'm not saying you're in the cycle, don't take it that way, but I'm talking about it for anybody, that you're going to be like, man, why didn't I seek this before? And I'm so thankful for my wife because we have really, and it's not easy. It's not easy.
If it was easy, everybody would be married and stay married the first time.
100%, yeah. And I have minister friends who have went through some really tough divorces. And a lot of the divorces that they went through were, and I won't go into the details of it, but they went through some bad things because of their past. And those things were so hard to overcome. But they said, you know what? Ultimately, faith carried them through to where they're at now. And so I just want to encourage people out of anything, and I'm not an expert at this by any means, but put God first. And I guarantee if you do that you will see the fruit of that. It won't be easy, but you will see the fruit of it.
Well, a lot of like kickback that I get because, and this is nothing against,
This is now dating advice, by the way. So
I'm about to go on a tangent.
We're not taking a break. We're going right into the dating section.
Right into it. Because I'm just known for my great dating history. You want to talk stories? I've got some. But a tangent that I see a lot of women right now is man hating. And I see it, in jokes, and I see that we've normalized all certain behaviors that are not normal. Infidelity is not normal. That's not something that is, we worked through it. Absolutely not. If somebody, for me, if I see like how people are at their job, if they are a shifty person at work, they will be shifty in your relationship.
Here's something. Take them out to eat and see how they treat the server.
Absolutely.
That is the number. If you take somebody out to eat, see how they interact with those who serve them. And if they're not polite to them, if they don't say thank you for your help, if they don't acknowledge them, write them off.
Well,
I don't mean that rudely, but it's kind of the truth.
It's true. So I see a lot of kickback on, I don't want a, religion-based, trying to word this right, religion-based relationship because I
don't want that either. I want a faith-based relationship, not a religion-based.
Right. And that was probably the right word.
Yeah.
But like, I refuse to, and I used to do this. So this is me not trying to be hypocritical, and I understand views can change, but I refuse to serve a man. Like I am not a subservient wife. Okay. But once you see and you shift it to you are loving and serving your husband the way God loved and served the church. Like, yes, if you, like everything in the Bible, if you cut it off into little pieces, yeah, you can manipulate it. But like, think of what God did for his children. And that's how a man should provide and love his family and lead his family. Like, wow.
Yep.
So it's easy. When I say it's easy, it's easier to follow a man knowing that he's leading out of love and not, gain of any sort other than he just wants what's best for his family. Does that mean he's going to make the decisions right all the time?
No,
Absolutely
100% no. Man, I have failed so much, and the one thing that brings me back is there's some Sunday services to where I just feel like, I grabbed Bridget and I was like, let's go pray with Jason when they do the altar call. And I think that's so important because for so long, and this is we'll do a whole nother episode on this. We'll start a weekly show on this, but I fell miserably. I still do, and I'm working. It's something that you have to work on.
You have to fail to make changes, and failure is not a negative thing. We've put a negative connotation on failure, but you just learned an alternative. Oh, that didn't work. Readjust.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: it's a daily growth, and so maybe there's somebody I'm going to tie this into the audience. Maybe you're going through a difficult situation in a relationship right now. Maybe. And
not all relationships are romantic.
Yeah.
Employers, employees, best friends, children, like
any relationship that you're in,
investment.
Put the Lord first. And Jason he's been so. We had a sermon on Sunday, and I've talked about it this week. It's probably one of the greatest sermons I've ever heard, and we didn't have worship music or anything. There were
no songs?
No, someone even said, well, you can't have church without music. And that was the whole premise of the sermon was we don't need the pews and we don't need the organ and we don't need this. We just need Christ.
Yeah.
And it convicted.
Mic drop.
Literally convicted the fire out of me when I left here on Sunday. And I started thinking, I was like, that was the best. And I'm not, fanboying my pastor.
You are fanboying.
But I was like, that was the greatest sermon that I had probably ever heard. And then I was so worried because the last 2 weeks we technically weren't live streaming the services. And I was like, oh, great. We don't have that one recorded. But there was a little loophole. We did kind of live stream. We just turned it to private. And it's just because it wasn't like a normal service and we don't want people to see like, oh, is that the production that no, it's not, not it. We just didn't, we wanted it to be more of a time with families. And so we didn't have our volunteers running cameras and doing all that stuff. So we didn't want that to get out. So if somebody sees it, they're like, oh, that doesn't look good. We want to do everything with excellence. But long story short, it did. And we do have that recorded. And it was on the importance of make 2026 about prayer. That is our one lifeline communication to the Lord is by prayer. And Jason brought up a stat that hit. I mean, it hit me. And I started thinking about this. He said on average, he did research on this. On average, ministers in the church only pray 3 minutes a day. Kind And he goes, so if the minister's only praying 3 minutes a day, think about the congregation.
Oof.
And I was like, my hand was going up. Like, no, my hand was going up because I was like, that's me, and I felt convicted about it. And so I've made a commitment.
You were accountable.
Yes, and I
within
made a
yourself.
commitment that, you know what, man, I need to pray more. And not just, I know we do a little quick prayer before we go on the show, but I'm talking about like my time alone praying and reading God's Word. We hear this stuff every single Sunday, and we hear it throughout the week. But it isn't until we apply it that it actually starts working.
Well, like I have a conversation with my kid. Are you listening to respond? Or are you listening to understand?
Yeah, that's
Because
good.
sometimes we're just going through the motions, and we're not actually investing. But I'm
That's
bad
good,
about that
Taylor,
too.
yeah.
Whew.
Well, hey, let's take a break. Really good opening 1 hour and 4 minute segment here.
glad
to
we
open-
opened with
to
all of
open-
that.
Open up the show. We'll take a brief break. We'll talk more about the upcoming year. I want to ask you
Yes.
about the upcoming year, and then we will wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us. A lot of you are chiming in. We appreciate. Hey, comment in this morning and let us know what you're looking forward to in 2026. We'll take that brief break. We'll be back in a moment. It's your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by...
Walker County Federal Credit Union.
Oh, look, there's me reading the Reader's Digest with Mike Kane. Happy New Year. We'll be back.
Being better.
We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
from the piney woods of East Texas, sharing hope with the world. This is KHSP-LP Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
Man, doesn't that just it just gave me goosebumps?
Oh, look at you! You look like a kid on Christmas.
Did you hear that?
I did.
That's my boy Jeff Lawrence. I want to give a shout out to Jeff Lawrence. That was a preview of some of our new imaging that will start
Tomorrow.
tonight. Well, yeah, tomorrow, 12 a.m.
Tomorrow is the day. Tonight is the night.
Jeff Lawrence.
I'm really excited to be the last person on your show.
Yeah,
before
isn't that cool? I'm glad we had the show
That's why
today.
I forced myself to come today because I could have slept late.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being here because we wanted this to be a great show today. And it's just me by myself. It's not that great, so we need help.
You did a good job this morning before I got here. I was like, dang, he's pretty good at this stuff.
All right, I'm going to show you one more. Let's see if, oh, man, where's the new year at? Hold on.
Does it say New Year, New Me?
Check this one out. Listen to this. This guy's voice is butter, like gold butter.
Truffle butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. Spray. You know Fabio, you remember that? Do you remember Fabio?
With the hair?
Yeah, but he goes, I cannot believe it's not butter. And then they came out with the spray, and he goes, I can't believe it's not butter. Spray. Listen
I remember that
Listen at
commercial.
this guy's voice, all right? Listen at this.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Oh, man, I get like goosebumps.
He
listening to that dude.
sounds like the guy that reads books.
Oh, he's awesome.
Like the audiobook guys.
Jeff is an amazing human. I got to know Jeff when I was at Bison, not Bison, but up there they say Z, Bison,
That's
1660. He did all of our imaging, and so I never got to talk to him voice to voice, but I emailed him back and forth, and I would later find out that Jeff does so much radio stuff all over the nation. A lot of the Power 5 schools, your Power 5 schools are your Alabamas, your Florida States, your higher end colleges, that big sports colleges. He does imaging for a lot of their radio programs.
So explain what imaging and radio means.
Imaging is just that. It's different audio clips and stuff like that. That's what imaging and radio is. So think of like you're painting a picture but with words.
Okay. Because I'm like, image, you think.
Yeah, picture, right?
Okay.
So Jeff did a lot of our radio recording, our imaging, and so he would be like, and now back to the field, here's Rob Hipp. He would do stuff like, and so we had those clips, and that's how I got to know him. And every week I would send him copy, which copy is just words for him to read. Mm-hmm. I would send him copy of, okay, here's this week's, and he would do our intros for us. And so he would do some really, really, I don't even know if I have any demos of that stuff anymore, but this guy is such a kind man. I reached out to him when I moved back to Huntsville, and I wanted our little 3A New Waverly school to have a big sound.
I love that.
And so I said,
y'all have kept in touch.
Yeah, and I said, Jeff, could you do any of this imaging for me for New Waverly? And I said, and whatever your fee is, let me know, and I'll figure out a way to pay for it. Well, he replied back, and he said, call me. And I never talked to the guy on the phone, so we ended up having a call.
But you're like, I know this voice.
Yeah, it was butter coming through the phone, liquid gold butter. I don't even know what gold butter is, but it was just
margarine.
It was leaking through the phone when I talked to this guy.
I love that I envisioned spray cheese like coming out of the phone.
As he was talking, I already had toast laid down, and I just took my cell phone like this, and I was shaking it like that on the toast as he was talking.
You've got to send this to him. Be like, this is how we talk about you.
I was just shaking it on that toast. Mm-mm. Oh, the goodness of Jeff Lawrence right there on my toast. And anyways, we were talking, and he was he said, don't worry about paying. He said, and I mean, what he does.
It sounds like he's legit.
Oh, he's
with legit prices. I'm
and
sure.
he does, like, if you've ever heard like Walmart commercials of like Balance of Nature, and this Jeff, if you ever watch this, I don't think he's the guy for Balance of Nature, but you'll hear like,
the example.
Balance of Nature can be found at these fine retailers. Like, that's his voice on all those commercials too.
Right.
So he does stuff all over the nation. I mean, just even across the globe, actually. And he said, I just want to help you get started. We can talk about the money later. And he helped me get started. And we had such a big sound for New Waverly, and I don't say it rudely, but little New Waverly, because they're a 3A school.
The Bulldogs.
Having a Power 5 voice that does stuff for Florida State.
Well, think about what that does for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like how important they feel.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting the big feels.
They're getting the big dog.
They're getting the big.
And they're the Bulldogs.
I know. I was like, that was a good wordplay.
So they get the big dog on there.
So, 2026.
Yeah, what's going on for you?
Question.
2026, what's moving into your world? What are you looking forward to?
I was going to talk about you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't want to talk about me. I'm the coolest. We already established this.
2026.
2026, we're moving. We're not going to be in here anymore. We're going to be on the other side of the building.
That's right.
That's step one.
Yep.
What does the future hold?
I don't know.
So we're moving tonight.
Yep.
This evening.
Moving it.
Okay. So where do I go when I
just take off for a couple of months. Don't even just hang out outside. We'll run a microphone to you out there. You can go. Hey,
well, okay.
You can.
Last time I was
from
here,
your
it
car.
smelled like dog poop. So don't even.
Oh, Jim is watching. Jim, remember? Okay, hold on.
So y'all were trying to blame me because I have dogs. You know, we're like, I think you may have stepped in something.
We need to talk about this. Okay, Jim Beam is watching. Jim. Okay, let's go back to Deborah Y. And Deborah, if you're out there.
We're not throwing any.
Deborah had brought her dog to church. From my understanding, she had brought her dog that day for a little bit. Now, Deborah, it probably wasn't you, but I just like to give you a hard time.
Don't throw people under the bus.
So potentially the dog had to do its business.
Defecate.
And it possibly did it out in the grass of the church somewhere. Okay? Which she didn't know. Jim, who does an awesome job helping us around the church, he was putting up stuff, getting ready for...
There's so much going on right now.
Yes.
Here.
Well, he was walking.
So
Jim does a lot of maintenance things around here, too, and helps. He's a wonderful man. Love that guy. And we're going to have him on the radio station, by the way, to share his testimony. That's incredible. But towards the end of the show...
Well, and y'all are looking at me. Keep in mind, I have a COVID nose. I have no sense of smell.
Yeah. So, and I don't either, really, but if it's strong, I do. And so I'm like, I don't really want to tell Taylor, but what's going on over here? What's on the
please
bottom
tell
of
me.
So I messaged, and it turned into this huge. Tyler and I were laughing for an hour.
Blaming me.
And I was like, it really doesn't smell good in here. Did she step in something or what? And so, long story short, there was a little trail of something.
It started, did you walk around the church? I'm like, no.
Well, I didn't know the polite way of being like, hey, you stink.
Thank you. But your investigation skills were subpar, and it wasn't even me.
So all of a sudden we see a trail of something, and I was like, oh, something happened. And so I messaged Taylor, and then Taylor's like, I'm potty trained. It wasn't me.
I'm pretty potty trained. I mean, accidents happen.
And so, anyways, it was our brother Jim Beam who did not realize that little something got on his shoe, and it kind of went down the rest of the row here at the church.
And I was like, how's this man gonna text me and be like, did you poop yourself a little bit?
Oh man,
it
was the. Honestly, it was the greatest. It was the greatest. I'll just say
it was a good. I'm sure it was so funny to you. But I'm looking at my. I'm like, oh my god, did I?
It was good.
Did I?
Hey, check this out real quick. This is off the wall. Here's Jeff a couple of years ago for me. Okay, listen at this.
Welcome to the open.
Oh wait, that was not him. That was me.
I was like, he sounds awfully familiar.
All right, check this out. Here we go. Let's see if that's not it either. Man, I don't have any of this. I lied.
You sure got a lot of you conceded, sir.
I lied on here.
On the air.
Oh, man. You asked the imaging. There's imaging. See that?
It's got its own folder.
Imaging. It just takes forever. I just wanted to show this. I was so eager to
So it's going to be you. It's going to be Tyler. Are y'all a two-man production?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Josh is going to help us out.
And Josh.
So see, we had stuff like this. Let's see.
What will be the impact of the game? We're on top of it. Now, let's head back to Rob Hip.
See, that was him. So anyway.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know, just threw that in at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'm glad we're circling back to that. It's
so
fine.
2026, let me shift gears now that I'm not distracted. 2026, I'll be serious, I'm very excited about what the Lord is doing. 2 years of prayer and God's faithfulness. We're finally getting Spirit online. There's going to be a few bugs to work out, just to be honest. I'm so thankful to the Walker County Amateur Radio Group. They came in and helped us get our tower, our antennas up. We do have to make a few modifications to it, just to get the signal a little bit better within legal limits. And it's nothing with the Amateur Radio Group. That they did their job. They helped us get online, and We're building a great relationship with those guys, Russ Cooper and Tyson. They are just wonderful, wonderful folks. Laura over there as well. She was climbing the tower, helping. It was cool.
Oh, no.
So we appreciate them very, very much. And now that we've got it up and going, there's just a few tweaks there's a lot of static out in the Elkins neighborhood, and we may not ever be able to overcome
They
that.
have so many trees.
It's the topography. And since we're low power FM, we're restricted with how high we can go here because there's something called height above average terrain.
Sure, okay.
Which is the FCC. And since we're on a hill here, we can't go up much higher. We can adjust the antennas a little bit. That may give us more signal. But it's still valuable. We're still going to reach people throughout this community. And then if you download our app, which can be anywhere.
Even your mom was listening to us.
And I've improved the app. You can go download our app, the Spirit 94. Don't search for Spirit Radio FM anymore. Search for Spirit 94.3. And we'll be able to update that app. But I'm really excited. Tonight, we're going to kick off. We're going to officially launch the station tonight at midnight. We'll probably go on a few minutes early. And then we're just going to pray in the new year. That's going to be the focus tonight, just praying for 2026. And I'm just excited about this upcoming year. We're going to have just automated programming. We'll do some live stuff, but for the first couple of weeks, we'll just be doing a lot of music. But then the third week of January is when we're going to start launching some of our shows, like our lunch break show. And that's going to be from 11 a.m. to 1:30 every weekday. And we're just going to be talking about stuff going on in the community and just whatever's on our mind. Really not a huge set format. And we'll be doing that in between music as well. So we're going to have that show going on air. So you want to tune into that. And one show that I'm really excited, and I am going to try to start this next week. It's called A Call to Kneel. It'll be at 8 o'clock on Thursday nights.
You've been passionate about that for a while.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a testimonial show at the beginning and then a prayer show at the end. And we have some folks here that are part of our prayer team. And Jackie Hudson, if you're listening, I would love for Jackie to be a part of that. I'm just kind of volunteering, but I would love for Jackie if she can. But we have an incredible prayer team. And basically, we just want to go on the radio and just pray for people. We just want to pray. And so maybe if there's something going on in your life, you can call in. You can leave a voicemail.
You don't have to say your name. You could just say, hey, give me some vibes.
And we'll play that. We're not going to do them live because we just, just for the sake of radio. But you can call. You can leave a short voicemail. And then we'll screen those and then we'll play them. And we'll pray right there over the air. And folks in the community and all over the world literally can join in. And this is open to anybody. So that'll start next week, A Call to Kneel. That'll be airing from 8 to 9 on Thursday nights. And so be a part of that. And we have tons of other programs. One of them I'm excited about is called the Heroes of Faith. I'm going to get with Tara Burnett and the Hearts Veterans Museum, and we're going to have those that have served or are currently serving come on and talk about how important their faith plays in their role of serving our country. So, and then just heroes in general. If there's someone in the community that's been that's a hero, they can come on and talk a little bit. But it'll be primarily focused on those who are serving or have served. But we'll have other people if they want to come on.
Maybe I can talk my dad into coming.
Was he in the? He was. I would love to have him on. That would be cool. Yeah. You could come to that show.
I could, and I could interview my dad.
Yeah,
my daddy.
So that would be awesome. So those are just a few things. There'll be a lot of local programming. We'll have weather updates. By the way, big shout out to Magnolia Kennel for underwriting our lunch break program already. So we have some underwriting support. And I'll just be honest. I'm always transparent. We need it's a lot. It sounds like a lot, but in the radio business, it's actually very minuscule. But we need about $10,000 a month to really get this thing
functioning
to go where we need it to go, and to bring on support that we need, and licensing and all that. And so we do have underwriting opportunities available. I have plans as low as $200 a month, and it's not advertising; it's underwriting. We can give you on-air recognition for underwriting the program. But then through our app, we'll be able to do regular advertisements. We just can't air those over the airwaves due to FCC regulations with nonprofits. Mm-hmm. But we can still do stuff on our app. So I've got the app newly programmed. At the beginning, every time you hit play, it'll run a pre-roll of an ad. And so we can put those on there. And we also have our sponsors. And real quick,
like us.
Yeah, and real quick, I want to recognize some folks on Spirit Radio who have been very instrumental in our startup for it. And if you download our app, you just download the Spirit 94.3 app. And I promise we'll wrap up here in just a second. But if you download the app and go to our sponsors, you'll see on there TCS, which is Weldon Wallace. Weldon provided the flooring for our main area. Beautiful.
I ran into him and Amanda at Zootopia last night.
Yeah, they are wonderful. So big shout out to Weldon. Our friends at Ward Furniture, Dave Ward, those are just wonderful folks. You know, his dad was and mom were members of this church for a long, long time. And we just celebrated the life of his father here not too long ago. But they provided the carpeting in our studio and our production office. Magnolia Kennel is underwriting one of our shows, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Mackenzie's Barbecue. They help provide food for our Vision fundraiser night, so we appreciate them. And also Walker County Ace Hardware. By the way, Walker County Ace Hardware sponsored our coloring contest, and we have selected the winners, and we decided to wait until after Christmas and after the New Year to announce. So it's kind of like Santa's coming back for a second time to bring some bikes to some kids here
A surprise,
in Walker
Santa.
County. Yeah, so. And this show will partially be aired on 94.3. We just have to be very careful because I like to promote business and promote what organizations are doing, but I can't do that over the airwaves. And so the first 10 minutes of the show or so will just kind of be an intro without any real promotion. We'll just thank our underwriters for doing that. And then we'll tell folks, if you want to continue on with the show, you can watch or listen on social media.
Okay.
And then that's the way it'll work, because primarily we want the radio to be music until about 8 o'clock at night. That's what most people are listening in for. But we'll still have some valuable information. So we're still working on a few bugs. So just hang steady with us on that as we figure it out as we go.
Give some grace.
Yeah, some grace. Well, Taylor, we're going to wrap it up. Any final comments? Been a fun morning. Tell us what's going on at the Cred.
At the Cred. Well, I haven't been there all week.
Yeah, so a
hopefully nothing in Cred.
lot of great things have been happening. Taylor hasn't been there. Things are going great. No, I'm just kidding.
They miss me so much. I forgot to do things.
When are we going to have the new person? The new
Folk.
he or she? We don't know.
Bro, I try. I don't run nothing in that office. Contrary to what I think, I don't run nothing.
The new year will feature that person. They're going to come on one day. You can interview that person.
I asked them about that. Look at us using such good terms here. I have asked that person about that, and he said specific. Oh, dang.
You meant she said.
She said that specifically they do not want me to interview because they never know where my conversations are going to go.
Oh, really?
Yes, because apparently I'm a little scatterbrained.
Yeah.
And they were like, I never know what's going to come out of your mouth. And I'm like, that's the fun of
Well,
it.
you can still be here, and I'll lead the conversation.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just side eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a list of good questions
All right,
as
yeah.
I've learned about them. But right now, we really are rocking and rolling. We are doing a lot of end-of-year stuff. We are coming up with our federal exams, so that's always a good thing. So
Like going to school or something.
no, we are very heavily regulated, and I think speaks so highly. We are rated so high on how clean our books are, we can only go down. Isn't that terrifying? We are at the top. Our books are so clean. Our regulatory system is so clean that they literally come in and pick us apart.
Like literally when they walk in, y'all already have that rap song going, so fresh and so clean, clean, clean.
Kind of. Not riding dirty. Fresh and clean. So
There you go.
it's stressful for all of us because every new auditor wants to be the one that is like finding mistakes to lower our score. But I think that's really cool. And the organization doesn't brag about that as much because it's kind of, why wouldn't we be perfect? Because that's what the people deserve. But it is a very stressful time. But I think that is so amazing that we are literally as good as it gets when it comes to regulatory systems. So if we're ever hurting your feelings a little bit, we're following the rules. We do have some really cool changes coming up in February. So we do our annual meeting. I don't know if anybody has gone to those. So once a year, we go over our books and our numbers and update members, because a credit union is a nonprofit and it is run by employees, but it is owned by the members. So when you have a membership at the credit union, you own part of the credit union. That's your $5 investment. People have multiple shares, fewer shares, but your $5 is your membership, and somebody who has $5 in their account versus somebody who has $500,000 in their account. All of your opinions rate the
Which
same.
I want to be really good friends with that guy. If you can send it my way. I know y'all
she's a
can't do
girl.
well, whoever it is, you send them my way, okay?
Okay. We'll sit them at the same table.
All right.
But this year we've decided to do a little thing, something different because unfortunately it's weird. Apparently people don't like numbers like I like numbers. Like people don't want to sit around and talk, assets.
17, 13, 24%.
Yeah, people don't want to talk about that. So we're looking at transitioning into I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about
No,
this.
but you better not. If you say you don't know, then maybe don't talk about it. Maybe just say stay tuned.
I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not even supposed to be here. We're doing a member appreciation week.
Oh, okay. This isn't bad.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's not a
okay.
bad thing. We are doing a week of appreciation.
But stay tuned for the full details
Yes.
of what that entails.
And I really don't know the details because,
Okay.
like I said, I
Okay.
can't keep secrets. Obviously, I'm not good at it. But I think that's exciting. So they don't tell me details because they know I'll spill. I'm not good at it.
So just know that there's some sort of appreciation week coming to
Yes.
WCFCU.
in our office. And that means you can open accounts, you can apply for loans.
Get cookies.
You can get cookies.
Cookies were back.
The cookies were back. I bought cookies so that we could do cookies on Friday. So a week is a long time to be off work. So I probably will be in the office on Friday. So we probably will have cookies again on Friday because I kind of miss being at work. And I never thought I would say that. I love my job. I'm very passionate about my job. I'm very easily to get a hold of. I've got quite a few members that have my cell phone number that, have questions, check in with me.
Yeah,
on
Karen
Facebook.
used to always tell me, she's like, people call me at like on Saturday at 2:00 or whatever. That was pool weekends for Karen, and she was still answering the phone,
Yeah,
talking
like
to people.
that's part
how
of it.
y'all do, yeah.
We're pretty on top of it.
Yeah, y'all do great work.
But we do have some really cool things going on right now, and I'm excited. I'm excited. 2026 is going to be a good year. We've got a former employee that's back. Miss Paula is back in the office.
No way.
Yes.
See,
so we're
y'all,
so
the
happy to have her.
Here's the deal. This is why Walker County Federal's so great. You ever heard the kid song, The Cat Came Back the Very Next Day?
Mm-hmm.
We thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. It just wouldn't
Are you
stay
singing?
away.
Okay, there it was.
See, you get that?
Mm-hmm.
So Paula's came back. Ruthie has came back multiple
I
times.
came back.
Taylor came back. The cat came back.
Yes.
It's never
It's a
going to stay away.
It's a phenomenal place to be employed.
That's actually a really good thing that when people leave, they want to come back.
Yeah, like it is.
That's cool.
It is one of
I don't know
those-
of any other job that people have said, well, I went back to there.
Yeah, the longevity of employees that
Yeah.
we have is also unheard of.
It speaks volumes of the great work that y'all do. So, well, all right. Well, that'll wrap it up. Fun show today. Thanks for hanging out with us. An extended show as we celebrate the end of this year and look ahead to 2026. I want to thank everybody. There's been so many people that have been part of this platform for a very long time. I'll start real quick with Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's been with us since day one. You'll hear all these people. And we hope that they'll stick around for 2026. I'm sure they will, but we appreciate Elliot for being with us now for over 3 years here with on Mondays now, Tomorrow's Promise. Kay and Rick have been with us for a long time. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Our good friend Jason Thompson with Guardian Defense. Also, of course, here on Wednesday, Taylor, Toy, and the whole team over at Walker County Federal Credit Union. We appreciate them. On Thursdays, Jason Bay, the pastor here at First. We appreciate Jason and all the wonderful, wonderful insight that he gives us. On Fridays, our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. That's Billy Cawthon. And then there's been other partners, too, that don't get a whole lot of recognition on the show, but they've been with us. One of them is Sam Moak of Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. He has his monthly or weekly article with us called The Legal Corner, and that usually gets 200 to 400 views on our website. So make sure that you check that out. We appreciate Sam. He has been with us for several years now as well. Also, our real estate expert, Terry Coleman. She has been doing great work, and she comes on the show. Sky Carlton with Deep Clean Texas has been with us for a very long time. And I start naming people. Of course, Huntsville Memorial Hospital. By the way, HMH remains our streaming sponsor. Their logo's up on the screen. But we couldn't be able to bring this to multiple platforms without the generous support of HMH. And we appreciate Patrick Shannon, Joe Shore, and the whole team over there at HMH. They do great work as well.
And, monetary is what it takes to be run.
Yeah.
But if you are wondering how you can help the show without a monetary, just share.
Yeah, just share.
Share the live feed. Share the app. It takes 2 seconds to hit comment, tag somebody. I'm very confident that if you were to tag somebody and share the show,
They'd get another 100 views easily.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, it takes no effort. I think that would be an easy way. Commenting, engagement. The more people that engage and type and add comments, the more it gets distributed to the well, I don't understand the cloud.
The interwebs.
It gets bigger.
Yeah. The cloud gets so big that all of a sudden lightning starts going. It has to be a storm.
That's what we're trying. We're
good
trying to have a big storm.
Kia's eyes are like, we don't want a storm.
Oh.
But I appreciate everybody for being with us. Truly, we couldn't do it, and we do need more support for 2026. You know, I don't say this in a scary way, and it's not a bad thing. We're not going anywhere, but we have financially literally been hanging on by a thread, and a lot of that's just with me. I haven't been out pushing, and I don't like to do a lot of sales. I just want to have a core of maybe 10 to 20 people that partner with us. And we really want to be dedicated to those people. And we've tried very hard to be dedicated to those. And that's why I believe people have been with us for 2+ years now without pulling their advertisement or their sponsorship like you guys.
Commitment and accountability.
Yeah, and we want to keep that going, and we want to bolster that in the upcoming year. And there's a lot of opportunities. Join our ethical business directory. Many people have joined that. We've actually given some extended years to people who have been with us since day one. It's only $89 a year. So again, many partners. The Oak Ridge Disciple House, I don't want to leave them out. Joshua Harris has been a huge supporter of what we've been doing as well, and so we appreciate Oak Ridge and all of their support. So thank you, Taylor and Walker County Federal, and thanks to everybody else who has been a major part of helping us here. Yeah. And we're looking forward to 2026. It's going to be a great year.
Goodbye, 2025.
See you later. All right. Well, for Taylor Chandler, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. As we wrap up this new year, please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you today. Happy birthday to my mom. Love you, Mom. Happy birthday to Alan. Love you, Alan. See, I love Huntsville because you can tell people you love them. They don't look at what? Love you, man.
Just don't touch anybody.
Happy birthday, my friend. And also, happy birthday, posthumous. How do you say it? If you've passed away, posthumous.
What are you trying to say?
If you're passed away, like you get the
postmortem.
Posthumously.
Postmortem.
No, but there's like a posthumously. Yes, there is. I promise.
You're wrong.
To Dave from Wendy's. It's his birthday today too.
That was a lot of struggle to
really,
get there.
really posthumously. I can't say it.
You're so pretty.
We'll see you back. Don't worry. We're going to be gone tomorrow. We'll be back. We'll open up the new studio on Friday with Billy Cawthon and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Homes. Come hang out with us. We love you. Until then, happy 2025 and welcome in 2026. Join us tonight, 94.3 and the Spirit Radio app. We'll see you then. See you, Taylor.
Bye. Have a good year.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the Spirit of Huntsville.